Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got a question in here from Saba, which is actually a little bit of a slap on the wrist for me too, because he's asking where my D7200 review, my final review is, and I confess I still haven't finished it. He says, "Hi Matt, sorry for insisting so much. I'd already left some comments below your videos concerning the question. Back in December, you unpacked a 7200 and promised a review and a comparison with MFT products, Micro Four Thirds. Now I know you can't answer every single question, but I'm sure this comparison would interest a lot of people, and I guess more and more taking into consideration the tendencies. I understand from your reviews that video-wise you prefer 4K Panasonic and Fuji products to practically any DSLRs on the market, but how do they compare in stills with APS-C DSLRs like the D7200, for example? I'm especially interested in the Fuji X-T20 and the Panasonic GH5 in this respect. Your videos have already helped me a lot to position myself between the different types of cameras. I hope you'll make a response to this question as well. Thanks, Saba." Well, thank you, Saba, for, I hope I'm saying that right, for your email. I do apologize for not getting that 7200 review up yet. It's just been between the move and my separation and just everything. It's been a lot, and I'm behind on some things, and that happens to be one of them. What I would say, I can answer the question for you without, the review's not ready, but I could certainly answer your question. The difference is, and yes, I do really like, the X-T20, the G85 I'm shooting this with, the GX8. I love these cameras. I do. But these are hybrid cameras to me. If I was solely shooting photography, I still would consider the X-T20, but I probably wouldn't be as interested in the Panasonics, because the Panasonics are incredible video cameras and very good photography cameras. But they can't beat the D7200. The D7200 has one of the best performing APS-C sensors on the market. DX APS-C sensor, crop sensor. And it has one of the best autofocus systems for one of the best performing APS-C sensors out there. It's the best combination you can pretty much get. Not much can beat it or run with it. So in the sense of, if you're just talking photography and you want ultimate image quality, then I think the 7200 probably takes them all. Now, where it muddies the waters a little bit is this guy, because the X-T20 has a very competent 24 megapixel sensor, and I think it runs very close to image quality on the D7200. The autofocus system is the latest and greatest from Fuji, and it is excellent. So for myself, I may well go with this primarily for photography. It also gives me the added benefit of being able to do 4K video whenever I want. It has a movable LCD, while not a vari-angle, at least it flips up, which you don't get on the D7200. It's also pretty small. This has got the Fuji F2, the new Fuji 50mm F2 on here, and that's a lot smaller than a D7200 with the 50mm F1.8G. So for travel, for size and weight, I love this thing. I also like the look of it better too. And not that I don't like the D7200, but this thing just looks super cool. So I would probably lean towards the Fuji X-T20 if I was mostly photography. If I'm photography and video, then yeah, I would probably still look at the X-T20, but that's where then the GX8 or the G85 or a GH5 comes in. For ultimate image quality, the 7200 probably takes them all. The X-T20 probably runs with it. For photography. For video, the Panasonics are the best. They are better than all of them. The X-T20 comes in probably a close second. It has 4K, and it does have a movable screen, if not a vari-angle LCD. And then the 7200 drops to the back of the pack for video. So it just depends what your priorities are. If you want purely the best autofocus, best image quality, the 7200 is the one to get. If you want almost as good autofocus, or maybe on par, and image quality pretty darn close too, but smaller and lighter with access to all the beautiful X series lenses, then go with the X-T20 and get the benefit of having the ability to shoot 4K video if you so decide. If video is very heavily weighted for you, then the Panasonics are what you're going to look at, and I really like the 85, and if you need a cheaper option, the G7. That's my take on that. That's what I would do, and which way you should go depending on what your needs are. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Would you go with those cameras for those reasons, or is your priorities different, or you would disagree? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you would do, what you think of those cameras, and where they would fall for you depending on your needs. Let's help out Saba. thanks for your question. I will try to get that 7200 review up for you. And we'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.